Alright, what's going on, guys? Blake Hawthorn, it's his turf. I've had a lot of you ask me for like a shop tour, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of a taste of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through what equipment we have in here, where it's sitting, and what we've used to kind of store it. But the placement of this room is what was crucial as well. It is in the back corner of our shop. We have one door accessing out here where our mowers are. And so we can go right out here, bring equipment in the evenings, you know, take it out in the mornings, whatever we need to do, go right out that back door. Or for future, when we get our new trucks built, which that's a secret, don't tell anybody, but we will be upgrading our fleet one more time, a little more efficient. But once that gets done, we have a door over here that takes us out into our carport. So right now, that's where our big equipment's stored. We've got our Bobcat, our Yanmar, our Kubota, my dad's side-by-side, and my Ditch Witch is out in the rain. But eventually, I'm thinking after this season, we're gonna run our other trucks one more season, and then we're looking to upgrade into no trailers. That's all I can tell you. Will it be the ramp rack? Will it be the Zuzus? Will it be, what will it be? I can't tell you, but I'm hoping to be able to back them right in here, create a curb right out the back door, have them back in, leave equipment on the trucks and trailers at all times, where all of our backup equipment will be inside the building. So that's what these 3 bays are for. We're hoping to grow into 5 crews this year. So 2 trucks will be able to share a bay, and then we'll build us a new shed for all of our equipment. And so that's what the goal is this season, is to get all of this cleaned out, to be able to save up enough money that we can start to upgrade the fleet over the next 2 years and do away with a lot of our trailer setups. In doing that, we're trying to save on tire costs, and we're trying to make things more efficient. We're gonna be weeding through some of our lawns on our routes and finding that ideal client across the board to fully service. Right here, guys, it's raining. This is our irrigation truck. This is one of our lawn maintenance trucks. Another lawn maintenance truck. Another lawn maintenance truck. And another lawn maintenance truck. So, as you can see, company branding is important. Charcoal gray. I like the black brush guards, they protect the trucks. The black beds, I like Ford. But that's what we do out here. That's for our setup video. You'll get to see that coming soon. But before we do that, I want to show you where we store our equipment. All right, guys, so over here is just like dyes for our mulches, weed eater strings, quick fills, you know, weed eater heads, things like that. But the most important thing, besides our mowers, it's gonna be our weed eaters. And so we bought these brackets here at Lowe's. They're just a couple bucks each. We screwed them to the 2x4 studs, and we're able to put one in each compartment. So that's what we have across here. We have all of our Stihl FS 91Rs that we're running, and we have our Husqvarna 525s that we're running. And those just kind of fill the back wall. But as you get over here into this corner, guys, is where we have our hedge trimmers. So we have 2 different style hedge trimmers. We no longer use the high pole extensions like these anymore. And so what we have done is the single unit, so we don't have to worry about swapping out pieces. So we have these single units. They're the HL91K Stihl hedge trimmers. We love them. That's why we bought 3, one for each crew. We also run these 226 HD 606s by Husqvarna, and we really like them as well. These are good for our smaller shrubs, but as a one, you know, tool to do the whole job, this kind of does both. And so these are always on the truck as a backup, but these honestly get used a lot more than those, and even our extension trimmers. Up top, we do have pole saws for in the fall when we do a lot of tree trimming, and we have another one over here with our extension one for the pressure washer. So that's just for, like, you know, fall trimming, and then the pressure washer for like spring cleanup stuff. Over here, we do get in a little bit into tree removal on landscape jobs and tree trimming in the fall, but we bought these. We used to be in tree service for insurance reasons. We're not in the tree service anymore. I have a really good buddy, Paul DiGiacomo. I'm sure you've seen him in some other videos, and he does a great job, so there's no reason. We just rather send business his way and work with him on that. And over here, guys, is where we store our push mowers. So we have all of our push mowers lined out. We're still running the commercial 21-inch by Exmark. We have loved these things. These are tanks. They have gone through 2 seasons of mowing over 200 yards a week through the growing season. And we've done just minor repairs to them. We do have 2 of our old Gravely push mowers as backups, but that's what they are. They're backups. We no longer use our Husqvarna just because they were breaking down and we couldn't afford the downtime on them. They're a $400 unit where these are an $1,100 unit. So you get what you pay for. Over here in this corner, guys, we have our brush blades. This is gonna be on brush clearing jobs. That's what those weed eaters are all set up for. So they can go cut brush. And then we have our seeders and our lops and our hand saws and things like that. So that's for any kind of brush cleanup jobs. And then when our rakes aren't out on the trailers and we have backups, which we don't right now, they'll be over there in that corner as well. But then right here, guys, this is our blowers. So we upgraded 2 years ago to Stihl, and we were running these Stihl BR700s. We have 4 of those across here. I own 6, 2 are in repairs. And then we've also got the Husqvarna 570s and 580s. We've got 4 of those there across the bottom, and I've got some of those in repair. So what we typically like to do in the fall especially is everybody will have their own blower. So weapon of choice this season was the BR700 by Stihl, but we would keep a Husqvarna for backup. Also, those Husqvarnas went to our landscape teams where they would use those every day. We've gone fond of the hand blowers for our hardscaping and our irrigation teams, just so they're small, they're compact, and they get the job done. And those of you know, I bought myself an Echo 8010T, but I hide that up at my house. It doesn't stay over here. All of my new equipment, I'm actually in the process of buying myself some new equipment, testing it out personally. I've got some units coming in from Echo, and so I'm gonna be demoing those out, using them up against things like my backpack blower to backpack blowers, and I'm glad that I get the opportunity to compare Husqvarna against Stihl, against the Echo units. Because guys, I ran Husqvarna for 8.5 years. I've been running Stihl for a little over the past 2 years. I have a lot of experience with this equipment. Same thing with our weed eaters. I ran solely Husqvarna for 8.5 years. And so these are just some of those units that are left over after we did our upgrade to Stihl. And so I'm looking forward to being able to get me an Echo weed eater, put it up against them, and also get me an Echo hedge trimmer and put it up against them. But we found a good combination of units. The biggest thing has been dealer support and service departments. So that's what plays a vital role in what equipment we're running. Also, weight-wise, we do some big subdivisions, guys. We'll mow 116 lawns in one day. With that, we have to have a lightweight unit. We don't have any in here, but we got some out here. And that is our Husqvarna 223s. These are getting repaired on their old units. We're trying to get them up and ready to go for spring, but we love these things. They are super light. They are a residential, but they are very lightweight. So they are great for those days that we're gonna be, mowing hundreds of lawns or several acres, and you don't have to worry about the weight of that machine. They're great for properties that we're mowing on a regular basis, so things that aren't getting overgrown. So that 10-day, that weekly schedule, that's when those smaller, lightweight weed eaters are great. Now properties that are going 2 weeks or even cleanups is when we need some bigger equipment, stuff that's got a little more torque, a little more oomph behind it to get that tall grass cut. But guys, that's about it. Y'all were asking for a shop tour. Gave you a little bit of a shop tour, a teaser into our 2019 setup, and that's coming next. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you for checking it out. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that like button, and most of all, thank you. God bless. And we'll see you on the next one.